Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Profit Easy One. Now, this one, once again, isn't about the Bible, so to speak. It's about survival. Um, I'm going to do another little unboxing for you today. Got a couple things in, but before I do that, let me show you, so many things that I have that I'm using for my gear are things that I found or things that I had around the house that I was able to adapt for purposes. Things such as my Tyvek, the house wrap. That's coming in real handy and will some more. In fact, I'm going to show you something pretty soon. I hope to soon be making an underquilt. It's going to be very light, but very well insulated. It'll be great. I'll show you that hopefully. I wish I could edit these things good so I could do a better job of it, but I'm going to try to show you that. But here's another one of the things that I got. Now, this is a 2.5 gallon water jug. Okay? Got the spigot on there where you can lay it down and just push the button and get water out as you want. Now, if you go to stores and go to buy something like this, you're going to spend $12, $14, $15. This was a laundry detergent bottle. And you know what? I probably paid less than 15 bucks for this. But you can go out and try to buy a jug like this. You're going to pay $14 or $15. Now, I do have to say that it's taken a long time, and actually it's still there, though, trying to get and they put fragrances in this stuff. Yeah, I can still smell it just a little bit. And this thing has been rinsed and washed so many times. But, hey, that's a 2.5 gallon water jug with the spout. Pretty good for free. Okay? Now, here's one of the things I just got in today. I got in another water filter. This compares with the Sawyer Mini, as far as it's like a 0.1 micron filter and all of that. But this comes with a few things. You got your little filter. I guess it's a little longer than the Mini. You got, it was basically about the same price as the Sawyer Mini. It comes with this bag, like the Sawyer, with a carabiner even to hang it up. Comes with, what I figure this was, about a foot of extra hose, which I have plenty of already, but that can come in handy for a lot of things. You got your little syringe to clean it out, and this also has a little pre-filter that goes onto the end when you're going to put in some dirty water. See, there's a little pre-filter here, and here's the little cloth type filters that go in there to pre-filter out the big dirt, because the filter itself is like 0.01 microns, which is really small, but this will stop the bigger things from getting in there and clogging up your filter. And that's the reason that I got another one, because so many people complain that their Sawyer Minis do get clogged. You got to keep them clean as you go, or they will get clogged. But I'm looking at this tribulation is going to be 3.5 years. So you need to be able to survive for 3.5 years. Now, what I'm probably going to do, what I'm thinking about doing, is one of these filters, either this one or the other one, will go onto my, I don't want to do it yet. I'm going to set it up for it, though, onto my bladder. Because normally I'm going to try to keep already clean water in the bladder. But here's another thing I picked up today. Pretty cheap. About under $5. I was looking for the little tiny ones, but they weren't the right size for this hose. What I've done here for my Sawyer is I have a pre-filter so that Sawyer doesn't get clogged up. Now this thing only goes down to, I believe this one's 45 microns. So it'll still let things through, but it'll stop the bigger stuff that could be clogging up your filter. And of course, these can always be backwashed a little bit, just like the filters can be. Alright, now, here's another thing I just got today. I've been waiting for. Glad I got it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Right now, because I have been on a low budget, and like I said, I'm using things that I have around the house. I made up my own sleeping little kit, and I started with a heavy blanket. That was one of my drop cloths that somebody had given me. And I took some Tyvek and camouflaged it a little bit. You've probably seen it in my other videos. And that's what's around it. But the thing is, I weighed it the other day. That joker weighs 5 pounds. And I'll tell you, if it was just a foot longer and a foot wider, I did use it. I went out and tried it out on a cool night. And I was okay. But it was a little bit short to do a good, thorough cowboy roll. And if you don't know what a cowboy roll is, and you got to deal with blankets, you ought to look up that cowboy roll. It'll definitely keep you much warmer. But, so, here's what I got. Now, this is going to save me, in bulk, about a third, and in weight, over a third, as opposed to the blanket system I got. I got the sleeping bag. Yep. It's in a compression sack. It's not really compressed right now, but I'm telling you, I already put it up to my blanket system. And this is right about as thick, but only 2/3 the length. So this is going to be great. And it is so much lighter. This is a little over 3 pounds, whereas that blanket is a solid 5 pounds. And also with my blanket, by the way, I have I threw out some of my doors. I've been fixing my place up. I threw out a couple old doors, and when I went to the dumpster and looked, I saw that there was a yoga mat in there. So I took that for an insulating pad. Not too bad. I use that, and it works. Yep, and it was free for me. Yep, it's not the best thing. You know, when I was younger, I never used insulating pads. And let me give you a word of advice here. I've mentioned on one of my other videos how we used to do it. If you're out there camping in the snow and the cold, what you do is you take your shovel or something and dig out a place underneath where your body would lay. Just dig it out, you know, where it goes down into the ground a little bit. And then you stuff that full of leaves, or if you got newspaper, and then you put that down. And that's your insulation from the cold ground. I tell you what, it works wonders. If you'll dig out that little hole and stuff it full of leaves and that sort of thing, you have plenty of airspace between yourself and the ground, so that cold ground isn't just sucking the heat right out of you, because it will do it. But anyway, I'm very happy. I got my bag. Yeah. Wow, this sure is lighter than that blanket. And I'm not going to open it right here and show y'all. I shopped a lot before I found this thing. I paid less than $30 for it. And I think it's about they call it like a 40-degree bag. But I believe it's going to be warmer than the blanket that I have. And with the other things that I have, you know, I can take this 40-degree bag and turn it down to a 20-degree bag. See, I live in northern Florida, and several years ago, we had the coldest winter we'd had in 25 years. And for a 2 to 3 week period, it went down to 18 or 19 degrees a whole bunch of times at night. Hey, that's tough if you're out there with just a blanket and a piece of Tyvek and whatever else I would have rigged up. But I'll be a lot better off with this now. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to work on a wonderful underquilt. Y'all, I'll get that done. You're going to want to see that. It's going to be very lightweight. Probably just over a pound. Yet very good insulation. And I'm going to do it very cheaply. And I'm doing it. I don't even have to buy anything. I'm doing it out of leftover construction materials. So, you know, keep an eye out for when I do that video. But meanwhile, Oh, here's another thing I did today. Like I said, I bought this for my Sawyer Mini. This will be a pre-filter for that. And, if I'm going to be sucking, say I want to take my Sawyer and suck water straight from out of the water source, especially if it's dirty, I want this thing in line with it. And this thing's probably going to go in line with my water bladder and or also one of my filters. That's why I have two of them. All I prefer right now for the time being, whatever water goes into that bladder, I'd rather it be already cleaned and filtered so I can just drink from it. I don't want to put nasty water into that. There's other things I can use for nasty water. I want to keep clean water in a thing. But this is just a fuel filter, pretty cheap. You can see when the dirt's getting clogged up in it. And this thing will keep your water filter from getting clogged. So that's why I did that. So, okay. And just thought I'd give you some good ideas. Oh, and this is another thing comes with that new thing. Another carabiner. There's one in there for the bag, and there's this little one too. So it's got a few nice features. This is the hose that came with the Sawyer. It ain't nothing. It's a few inches long, 6 inches, maybe 7. The one that came with this is, I figure, about at least 12 inches, maybe more. So that's about it. I'm getting ready to go try out some of this gear. I did get to try out some other gear. I still have gear I haven't even tried yet because it's not easy to go camping here where I am. Where I've lived in other places, heck, you could go out in the woods any place to go camping. Here, you'll have to get locked up and go to jail. If you try to go relax and enjoy nature, it's ridiculous. The government's totally ridiculous. The laws are totally ridiculous. But anyway, that's it for now. I just want to tell you I'm a happy camper. I got this thing. If it wasn't so late now, I'd go out and do some camping. Heck, I may even take this out and try it tonight. Yeah, just to see how well it does. All right, so I just want to get you another video out there. It's been a while since I did one. And I want you to know a lot of things that I get on that website that I mentioned before called wish.com. Check it out. You can get a lot of survival gear very cheap, very cheap. Just make sure you look it over as far as what you're getting. Yeah, really good prices. It's called wish.com. Look it up, check it out. Right now, that's about it. I just want to say, boy, I sure have been making some changes between my packs. The one that I thought I'd retired, I already used it, and I'm about to use it again. Because my new big one, this thing's 75 liters. Let's see if I can get it up here without knocking everything over. Oh, I see. Alrighty. Here we go. Yeah, this is my big 75-liter pack. Yeah, and right now, a lot of things that would be in here to make it a complete system are in the other bag. And I prefer to have a complete bag set up. But, yeah, I just ordered some more things. I'm going to keep both bags set up. One for just smaller trips, my small bag, 2-3 days. I could go 4 days with that. Anything over 4 days, I definitely need my big pack. So my big pack is my inch bag. I ain't never coming home. That's inch. The other one, that can be it. It can be a bug out bag, although I'd rather take my inch bag for a bug out bag if I got a bug out because there's fires in this area or another hurricane or something like that. But, yeah, the other bag, I'm still going to use it because it's smaller, it's lighter, it's adequate for 2, 3, even 4 days. So that's about it for now because I'm going to review my food bag, which I have here. I was going to do it yesterday, And I just didn't feel like it. After I got all set up and everything, I was tired. But I'm going to review my food bag because I got some new things. I'm going to make some changes to it. So I'll catch you on that one. Meanwhile, you'll make sure you're praying. Make sure you're reading your Bible. And make sure you stop your sinning because the Lord's coming back before long. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Yeah, and you better do it. Because if he comes back and you ain't doing those things, it'll be too late to turn around then. Alright, y'all. That's it. Peace out. I'll catch you on the next one.